Have you ever just hopped on your ATV and went for a ride with no particular direction or destination in mind? Well, that's what I did the other day. And here's what happened. And you know what? Before long, I ran into another group of riders. So here's a spot I've been through before. It drops off a bit, but I know it's no problem for a set of 32-inch tires. Now that being said, I knew it was going to be a little more challenging for this machine here with its current setup. And he certainly takes a different approach to attacking this one. Alright, so this young lad on the red 570 XMR that's stuck in the hole here, when I first met up with this group, he was on his way home because he had two broken front axles. So he stopped at his house, cut the axles out so he could continue the ride, and this is where I first met up with him. And as you can see, with his rear-wheel drive only and severely worn down silverbacks that he bought for $150, it's a challenge.
Give it a good effort, bud.
Some of them I've met before briefly, others I've never seen before. One of the funniest things, it turns out, one of the guys was my neighbor.
I'm gonna get this hole. It's a tough one. Sorry? It's a tough one. Oh, I know. I broke an axle in it last year. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. Hey, that's on preview, eh? Yep. Hang on. Just stay there, Matt.
This machine here is quite the setup. It's an Outlander Max 1000 XMR with a 6-inch lift and still running the stock cryptid tires. And as you've heard already, she makes a little grinding in the gearbox. And he also says he goes through a lot of belts. Alright, so here's a look at a Brute Force 750 in action. It's actually driven by my neighbor, but we've never rode together before. Now, one of the things I really notice here is that, again, it reminds me of the limitations of a limited slip front differential. You can see how the right front tire is just not spinning. Now, it does have diff lock, but one of the challenges with it is you have to, it's a manual lever and you have to hold it in order to keep it engaged the whole time. It's still a bit of an archaic system, if you ask me. This is a tricky little spot. I've been through it a few times before, and I didn't expect to make it the first time, but I thought I'd give it a shot. So I click her into forelock here, and without too much effort, she crawls right out. So obviously, it's going to need a little bit of maintenance, repair, and some TLC. Well, I gotta say, this unplanned, spur of the moment ride turned into a fun adventure with good people. And that is what it's all about. Do me a solid and why don't you check out this video right here? I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.